Planet Earth, New World Tribe, the Jahm Masters, and all those who are interested in elevating their truth, their power. Today, we want to discuss the Jahm Force, the Life Force, the Ultra Force, the God Force, the Force of Forces, the energy of energy that's all around us, that permeates our being, the material world, the non-material world. Today is a day that we bring you to a new awareness of things involving the Force, as well as reminding and reviewing older awarenesses that you have and you do remember. The Force is a non-judgmental source. It is all around us. It's the energy of life, the energy of vitality that you feel, energy of vitality that you see in everything, that you see in each living being. You see the Force at work. You feel the Force at work when you be happy or when you become happy. You feel the Force at work when you become sad. You feel the Force at work when you become angry. You feel the Force at work when you become full of joy or elated. The Force is a source of true energy, a true motivation. What you do with that energy, what you do with that motivation, is a choice that you will make individually. How you use that energy to create and build your life and build new opportunities as well as consequences, good and bad, is surely and it's truly up to you. So it is your decision to decide how you are to use the Force within your free will. As a living being, you are blessed with the free will to create, to build, to live as you see fit, to have a vision for your life in your heart, in your mind, is how you begin to acclimate the Force or activate or energize the Force in your life. This Force is always there to be used and utilized for your personal being, because all things that happen in this world eventually affects you on a personal level, whether collectively or internally. Your health, your prosperity, your mentality is all based upon how you perceive the Force, how you believe in the Force. Your perception is the key. Your perception of whether I'm a victim, whether someone is going to look after me, is going to care for me, whether someone is going to pray for me, whether someone else is going to bless me. Do I need to submit my being to another entity, to an entity of different names, which I won't go into? Do I need to submit my being or surrender my being to an establishment, a formal establishment, a non-formal establishment? Do I need to submit my being to a group of individuals who claim to have things that can bring me into balance and harmony? You must decide. That's all up to you. How you submit yourself, how you surrender to the Force, and the perception of what you surrender to is still your free will. It works on all levels. Whether you give it to me, you give it to someone else, some establishment, and they create for you, it's still a choice you made to surrender that. So within that choice you made to surrender that, they will bring that to you in a form of reality that you live in. If you go within yourself, you decide to find this power within yourself by using different guides, different helpers, different people to help you find this true, innate essence of life within yourself, then you will be able to create constantly, regularly, almost instantaneously from within your own being. It all works. One is probably faster than the other. One is probably more potent and powerful than the other in its immediate sense. But you have to decide which one you want to work for you. It's just a choice. no matter how you look at it. I can go to some congregation and have them bless me and give it to the headmaster of that congregation or a leader or whoever that is, and have them do the work and the prayers and the meditation that's necessary to bring me into balance. Give them that, and I support them. I give them my free will force and power and permission to bring that healing and bring that prosperity into my realm. Or I could go to another situation where I can manipulate this within my own realm and be responsible for all of the consequences and things that I bring into that, because it's choices that I make, not to blame anyone or any situation or any race or tribe or religion or no one else, not to blame, not to bear blame on anyone, because at every moment I experience anything, I have the opportunity to choose, to make a choice of the higher source of who I am and the higher source of reality, that the force works. It works in a sense of I don't have to do anything and it still works. I could just wake up in the morning and say I'm not going to do anything, but guess what? I'm still breathing. I'm still living. The world is still turning. Life goes on. Now when I decide to be in harmony with the force, surrender with the force, and work with the force as a partner, then I begin to reap the benefits of that. And the choices that I make of that will come to consequences. And just becoming aware of the consequences of the force, whether it's going to the dark side of the force, obviously you get the benefit of the dark sides, and as well as the consequences. And it was your own individual choice. Or the light side of the force. Then you go only to the light side and you reject the dark side, and now you become at war with the dark side, but you're still at light, but you have chosen to be out of balance in that war, or to stay in a finite balance of what the force is, of the light and the dark, and work it out in harmony. For the force loves the evening, loves the night, loves the moon, as well as the moon gives you the love and the life force. The night gives you the opportunity to rest and to rejuvenate your being. And the sun, the light, the force loves the light, the force loves the sun, because it awakens you from that sleep, awakens you from that state of being in the non-relative world into the relative world, where you can begin to do and see things and create things, and as well as see what you have done and created, the light. All things will come out to the light. So understanding the balance of the force, then you can become a greater master within your own realm, within your own life. And this is what this is about. Taking control of your own free will and experiencing life as you choose to experience it. And when you do this, and when you begin this path, you will find that things in life are not that bad. You will see the choices that all in the world has made to create the world we live in. You will see the good choices, the prosperous, the financial choices of prosperity. You will see the bad choices of suffering and pain, sickness. You will begin to see all these other things. And there are areas that you may choose to challenge and you have conflict with. But you will begin to find those answers when you begin to search for that. And your free will and keeping your mind open to love and the truth of what the force is. The force will move. The force isn't on the red team side. It isn't just on the black team side or the white team or the yellow team. The force is on neither team. The force is only what it is. And it will always be what it is. And there's nothing you can do, you can say, you can create to change that. Everything you do and you say to change that only happens in your own perception and in your own mind. And when you begin to do that, you begin to live out of this perception that you are actually changing something, then you create another world external from the real truth of the force. And you begin to live in this and experience these things, while others may walk by you and say, I don't think so. But that's the choice you made to experience that. So you will experience the energy of that in a life and a depth of that. So be cautiously aware on how you build your world. Your inner world affects your outer world. How you see and perceive things. Your perception is key to understanding the powers of the Force, feeling the vibration and the quickening of that life force coming through you, a force that permeates throughout all galaxy, all being. Feel it. Feel the power of the Force, for the Force is a power that is with you.